for this one.
There's no cure for this one! 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 This one! This one! This one! There's no cure for this one!
Hello everyone, I'm Tony Doherty and welcome to another big week of Max's Muscle TV. We've got a huge show tonight, folks, and one with a bit of everything. As tonight, I'll be showing you beginners out there some more great training foundations, and we go behind the scenes with two Australian champions when the husband and wife team of Jason and Lee Bednars show us through an awesome shoulder workout. All this and more, folks, but first up, we take a look at the world of powerlifting, a sport that's becoming increasingly popular with a wide range of people right around the country. Emad Nayef is an Australian powerlifting record holder in the 75 kilo class. Tonight we go behind the scenes with him and his coach, Muscle TV regular Dirk Lamb, to see what it takes to train at the highest level for this sport. Take it away, boys.
I'm Dirk Lamb from Elite Strength High Performance Coaching. Today we're at Definition Fitness Centre and we're with Emad Nayef, and today we're going to go through a powerlifting session.
I'm 35 years old at the moment, which puts me into the sub-masters, but I compete in the open. My best squat is 232.5 kilos. My best bench is 152.5 kilos, and my best deadlift is 270 kilograms. We're hoping to get to about 250 kilo squats by next nationals, about 160 kilos of bench, and around 270 to 280 of deadlift, which again would break another Australian and world record.
I've been training Emad for a few years now, and when we first got together, he was playing football. We basically realised that he had extraordinary strength levels that could be suited to powerlifting. So we entered a few competitions. Emad's never lost a competition that he's been in. So we went into a couple of local ones to get him used to it. And since then, he's competed at state, national and the world level. And he's won a championship at all those levels. We're going through a lower body strength session. We're going to perform squats, working up to about 85% of his maximal weight. And then we're going to perform what we call accessory exercises, which are good mornings, Ukrainian deadlifts, and also some reverse hyperextensions. Those three exercises are really to supplement what we've done with the heavy weights, but to get some more strengthening and work done on all the lower body part muscles, specifically the lower back, the glutes and the hamstrings, which are very important in squatting and deadlifting. So the first exercise is a traditional classical back squat, which is a competition lift in powerlifting. We don't always rely on the actual competition lift of a squat. We have varieties of it. But for this current program, for the last 3 weeks and for the next week or so, we'll be concentrating on that. This is our third warm-up set. (140 kilos. We were building up to 200 today. Quite often find him between sets doing things like rolling on the spiky roller or doing various stretches or limbering up in other ways. And other times he might just sit there with the headphones on just to get a bit of focus. We work our programming around percentages. It's not just a case of coming in and squatting what we think is heavy. It's planned right down to the last decimal. So we've kept the percentages down. We're trying to always reinforce the technique that we use in a competition. Sometimes it's very hard to do if you're always trying to go for a 1 rep maximum push, because your technique does break down under increased load. Come on, Emad. 180 triple.
With breathing, I found that it's like a balloon. I like to fill up my chest and my sternum and my belly with air. And so then what happens is that you contract, and even when you squat and you come up, I felt that I was releasing the air when I was about to come up. And so then I was shaking. Well, what you should be doing is, as soon as you have the bar on your shoulder, big breath, no different than any other exercises, you fill up with air. As you go down and out, you're pushing that air against the belt, and then you release the air when you completed the exercise. Today my focus is to make sure that, you know, when I'm up to 190 and 200, make sure that when I hold the bar that my traps are strong, that I've gripped the bar hard, that when I go down my knees are out, as I come up my knees are pushed out, my breathing is strong, I push out against the belt. About 6 or 7 things running in my mind while I've got 200 kilos on my back. We've never done 200 kilos for a triple with just a belt on. Today is not only a physical challenge but a mental challenge.
The second exercise we're doing is called a good morning, using what's known as a safety bar. The safety bar has a handle or 2 handles on the bar that actually stick out in front of you, so you don't have to hold the bar back. The reason we use that is to save your shoulders, which take a bit of a beating from all the heavy squatting. It's an exercise where you bend over pretty much at the waist completely with the bar sitting on your back. It makes it a little bit more safe for him to do after a heavy squat session.
With the good mornings, I'm going to be lightweight today, really trying to focus on making sure that my core is stable, make sure that I stick my glutes out, really want to strengthen my hamstrings, and my quads are very, very strong. I want my hamstrings to be able to catch up to them. So just lightweight, 3 sets of 6, probably maybe 60 to 80 kilos, not a heavy weight, but just more range of motion, and again, fire my lower back, just making sure that, you know, I do it perfect, and it's not so much that we're putting on the weight, getting form right is a focus for me.
The third exercise we'll be doing today are known as Ukrainian deadlifts. We're going to be using a very, very heavy kettlebell. It's an 80-kilo kettlebell. And what Emad is going to be doing, he's going to be standing on 2 benches with a space in between, and he will hold the kettlebell in his hands and he will squat. The space in between the benches allows the kettlebell to actually go through, and he can achieve a very great range of motion. We do this for a number of reasons. One, we use the kettlebell instead of a barbell, just so he can keep a more erect position. And also it helps him work on his depth in squatting, because in powerlifting, there's a legal depth that you have to be, what we loosely term as parallel. And doing the Ukrainian deadlifts for many reps after a heavy squat, it's just going to reinforce his body's ability to reach those depths continually, and it also gives him a little bit more quad work.
In my sport, there's endurance and there's also strength. When you go to a competition, the competition can last 6 to 8 hours. I need endurance. And so when you're doing 3 sets of 20 reps on 80 kilos, that's 4,800 kilos, 4.8 tons, so that's a lot of weight in the space of about 15-20 minutes.
We're going to end off today's session with the reverse hyperextension machine. It flushes a lot of blood through the lower back and glute area. Today we're going to do 3 sets of 10 on a lightish weight. Sometimes we go very heavy with it to build a lot of genuine strength, but today it's for more of a recovery tool we're using at the end.
What I'll be doing is trying to swing back and forth at a medium pace, but it's all controlled through my quads and my hamstrings. But at the top, I'll squeeze my glutes and my hamstrings. Where it looks like it's just a swing, it's in fact me controlling the pace. Lightweight, I'll go quick. Heavier weight, I'll really try to fight it. It's very, very important as an assistance exercise, and again, it strengthens the lower back, and that's where we get a lot of our power from.
Good work.
Yeah, thanks, fellas. Great work. I'm not sure even I'd be willing to try that kettlebell exercise. That's pretty freaky. OK, it's time for a break now on Muscle TV, but before we go, let's take a look at how you can win yourself an awesome Harley worth 30 grand. We'll catch you right after this.
Max's are giving you the chance to win a brand new Harley-Davidson motorcycle, and it's too easy to get involved. To enter, all you need to do is purchase any Max's protein between the 1st of March 2013 and the 20th of June 2013. Then simply fill out an entry form stating in 25 words or less why you think you should win, and send the completed entry form with an original purchase receipt of a suitable Max's product to Max's competition headquarters. Don't worry, the address is on the entry form too, and you're in the running to win. It's that simple. The judges will decide which entry they think is the most original and creative, and that's the one that'll win this brand new 2013 Fat Bob Harley-Davidson. So what are you waiting for? Grab yourself some Max's protein, fill in the entry form, and this fantastic bike could be yours.
There's no cure for this!